What a dramatic Emirates FA Cup tie!
I think we filed that penalty under nonchalance.
And who knows where this FA Cup road will end. Bruno Fernandes. Got the ball rolling for United at Arsenal. And the same result here.
And that's how to take a penalty. You're in charge. So be cool, be composed. Don't change your mind. That's going in, even if Leno dives the right way.
Oh, Jimenez. Scored from the penalty spot against Watford in round 3. The stutter, the goal. The technique laden with risk, but he got the reward.
Yeah, the first penalty takers for both teams. Interesting choices going with their big guns. They're reliable penalty takers. Fernandes, Jimenez, excellent strikes.
Well, 5 times he's scored from the spot in regulation time this season. Diogo Dalot, who was not available to take a penalty at the Emirates because he'd been sent off. He makes it count.
I suppose as long as the ball goes in, it's the right way to take a penalty, but this is the way I always took them. I took plenty in my career. That whipped pass towards one of the posts. Play the percentages, that is a really hard penalty to save.
Sander Berge. A linchpin of what has been a successful season so far for Fulham. A great signing, faces a pressure moment, but it's a pressure he's equal to.
I always worry when you lift a penalty. You lean back slightly, it goes sailing over the bar. I wish you could have taken it in another way, but that is a brave, brave penalty from a player who's had an excellent game.
We always appreciate the courageousness of taking that on when it goes in.
When I took them, if it went more than halfway up the goal, I was worried.
Well, Casemiro now. He keeps up the standard.
The quality of the strikes, outstanding. You probably expect it with the quality of player that's stepping up to the spot. Emphatic, all of them.
Leaving little room for doubt. A little word in the shell like of his compatriot. The man he knows well, Willian. Can he keep Fulham on terms here? Oh, yes. Well, that's embodied coolness.
Yes, unerring. Vastly experienced quality player. You would expect them to tuck a penalty home. A little stutter, do you change your mind? He didn't. Keeper no chance.
Well, Victor Lindelof is the next to step forward. And the first to fail. And Bernleno wins the Battle of Wills.
You can see what Lindelof is trying to do, just smash that ball towards the post, but it's not close enough. It's a poor penalty. It's pretty straight. He's on the move, Leno. I think the way that he approaches the ball really indicates which way it's going to go, and it's just whether it's out of his reach, and it wasn't.
Well, there's a sign. He's able to push it back the way rather than being stretching to reach it. Anthony Robinson to give Fulham the advantage, which he does. Which he does. And now piles the pressure on Manchester United's next taker.
I think we filed that penalty under nonchalance. He's got a wonderful left foot, no panic, just strolls up as if he's in the park and tucks it home.
Absolute belief. Well, Xerxes struck the winning penalty at the Emirates in round 3. This will not win it. He has to score to keep Manchester United's hands on the FA Cup, and even then, that may only be momentary. Xerxes fails. And Fulham celebrate at Old Trafford. Ben Leno, the headline act, with 2 penalty saves. And what's already been an excellent season for Marco Silva's Fulham gets even better. And who knows where this FA Cup road will end.
Well, Fulham during the course of the game having a better team, but just 2 really poor penalties. Lindelof and Xerxes see them through. Should really have killed the game off in normal time, in extra time. They had more chances than United, but just 2 poor penalties that cost them dearly. Credit Leno, he made the saves, read the intentions of the penalty takers, and the penalties weren't quite good enough.
Well, he made a vital save in extra time from Chidowobi, the youngster who made a real impression on the night. And his colleagues who stood up to the pressure test were ice cool. We did wonder if they just had a bit more belief, if they just upped the ante a little during regulation time, whether they'd have won it anyway. But it went all the way, and Fulham make their way into the last 8.
Yes, he's Xerxes there. The way that he approaches the ball, he's always going to strike it to the keeper's left, and then he scuffs it as well, so it's coming back towards the goalkeeper. That's a comfortable save in the end, and Marco Silva and Fulham deservedly through.
Well, the first time they have emerged the victors in an FA Cup tie away to Manchester United. And there are possibilities in the Premier League, a European place very much up for grabs via that route. And who knows, maybe a major trophy is within their reach this season for the first time in their long history. The final score at Old Trafford, Manchester United 1, Fulham 1. Fulham win 4-3 on penalties.
Well, the Bournemouth fans will be happy because it'll be taken down at the end that they are housed. And it looks as though Wolves will take the first of the spot kicks as Kepa gets a few bounces of the ball in. Milos Kerkez is the Bournemouth player who will not be taking a penalty kick due to the dismissal of Mateus Cunha of Wolves. So Jurgen Strand-Larsen has the ball, and we're almost good to go in this penalty shootout to decide whether Bournemouth or Wolves will be in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Jurgen Strand-Larsen against Kepa. One 0. Calmly done. I think he waited for Kepa to go before he sent it the other way.
Yeah, he slowed his run up, down. That step, that hopward step, Kepa then goes early, makes it really easy for Strand-Larsen just to put it the other way. Easily said than done for a goalkeeper. Hold your line, wait till the last second before you react. It's really difficult to do.
Justin Kluivert scored a hat-trick of penalties in the Premier League win for Bournemouth at Wolves earlier this season. Now he will take the first in the shootout for the Cherries. Kluivert, how cool is that to make it one each?
Yeah, very, very cool. Obviously, someone who's at the top of his game, full of an enormous amount of confidence. To do that, you are absolutely at the peak.
So one apiece in the shootout. Andre steps up. Taking his time. And scoring just. Kepa got something on it, but not enough.
Yeah, very, very close. Be disappointed, Kepa, because he's waited the whole time. You feel like just slightly late on it. Couldn't react quickly enough, get down early enough.
Longo Batara, who came off the bench for Bournemouth to try and ensure that they stay level with Wolves. Oh, Ouattara! Cheeky as you like. Johnson was expecting him to crank up with a run-up to take it, but he just dispatched it.
Wow. That is something I don't remember ever seeing before. That is an extraordinary penalty. Completely catches Sam Johnson unawares.
Two very cool penalties, and Antonio Raiola can crack out a smile as it went in. Aïnouri. Oh, what a penalty that is. Well, seen a couple of very cheeky ones, and that was all about the power.
Yeah, it's power and placement, really, it is, isn't it? He's got a lot of confidence in that strike. Probably gone a little bit higher than he would have liked. And certainly would have been possibly the end of his edge of his seat when he hit that. But doesn't matter, it's in the back of the net. Got the Knicks in front.
Tavernier to take for Bournemouth. All five have been scored so far. Marcus Tavernier. Oh, it's in! Got very lucky there because Johnston got a lot on it. But Bournemouth have scored and it's 3 each.
Yeah, big moment. That's a big, big moment there. Johnson does really, really well. Waits, last second. Gets the right way. Unfortunately, because he dives quite high and the ball was lower beneath him, he's just reaching for it. Can't get enough on it to keep it out.
Totti to take. Both sides have scored all 3 penalties so far. Totti, oh yes, bent into the top corner. 4 from 4 for Wolves.
Yeah, he's been brilliant all game, and what a brilliant penalty to take there, Totti. So cool, so calm. Even if Kepa goes the right way, that is a tough one to say. Brilliant penalty.
Well, this is where the nerves start to jangle, because a miss here and Bournemouth could be out when Wolves take the next penalty. Dean Howson. Saved by Johnston, and Wolves are on the brink of the quarterfinals. He made big saves in extra time and has saved the penalty here.
Huge, absolutely enormous. Sam Johnston been exceptional in the second half, extra time as well, and that is a brilliant save. And I say brilliant because he's gone the right way, he's waited, he's saved it. Any save from me is a brilliant save.
So Wolves have the chance to win it, and Matt Doherty is going to take the penalty kick, wearing the armband now after the dismissal of Matheus Cunha. This to send Wolves into the quarterfinals. Doherty drags wide. Bournemouth are still in it.
Wow, it keeps going. This game keeps giving. It's a big chance for Wolves. Doherty there just drags it. Never looked quite confident.
On we go then, but Lewis Cook still has to slot this away to take us to sudden death. Lewis Cook does score, so on we go, sudden death in the shootout.
Yeah, big penalty. Cool and calm, Lewis Cook, straight down the middle. Never any doubt in his mind.
Well, it's been dramatic and the twists and turns keep on coming. Oh, it's off the bar! And Bournemouth now are on the brink of the quarterfinals.
Wow, could have easily have come off the back of Kepa and gone in the net. Instead it hits him and rolls out of the goals. It's a brilliant penalty other than going in the goal. It's hit the crossbar down. How's your luck?
From being on the cusp of elimination, Luis Sinisterra now with a penalty to send Bournemouth into the last 8. Sinisterra scores, and Bournemouth are into the quarterfinals. What a dramatic Emirates FA Cup tie, and the Cherries come out on top eventually. Drama all the way through, and the celebrations now begin for Andoni Iraola's side. Have managed to make it through in a cup tie that went the distance, and although it was settled on penalties, I think overall Bournemouth were fully deserving.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bournemouth was the better side for pretty much the entirety of the game, even extra time. They were the one that looked to try and win it. had some big chances. Very cool penalty to win it for Bournemouth, and they deserved it.
So Bournemouth in to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. They've done it the hard way. They took the lead. They saw that cancelled out by Cunha, who was then sent off, and then they win it on penalty kicks. Full time then at the Vitality. Bournemouth won, Wolves won after extra time. Bournemouth win 5-4 on penalties.
Old days, that's how they decided the tie. Pre-penalty shootouts. A little disc, one side red, one side blue, or whatever. Chuck it in the air. If it comes down red, Forest, you're through, lads. If it comes down blue, Ipswich, on your way.
You know, as anyone who doesn't really have any skin towards Ipswich or Forest watching was all hoping for penalties.
Well, it's always dramatic. Heroes and villains, of course, in a shootout, always. We saw the Fulham goalkeeper Bernd Leno, the hero, yesterday at Old Trafford for Fulham. It's a no-lose situation for the keepers. It's anything but that for those who step up to take.
Referee just reminding them, hold their position. What's expected of them, you know there'll be some kind of histrionics and trying to put the taker off.
So one of these sides is going to go through to the Cup quarter-final. Not something that either of these clubs have experienced often any time recently. And it's all going to be decided from the penalty spot. Forest have got their way in that it's at the Trent end. And they're also going first, which may psychologically be an advantage too.
I've often said, get your best kickers at the beginning of the penalty shootout.
Well, Chris Wood has taken 3 penalties under normal, as in non-shootout circumstances this season, and he has scored them all. So Wood to go first, facing Alex Palmer. Oh, 1-0 Forest. Palmer went the right way, but there's just so much pace on it.
It's a strike full of confidence, never any doubt in his mind. Picked his spot, hit through the ball. No chance.
Well, it's a time for a captain, and Sam Morsey is the Ipswich Town captain. He's not the usual penalty taker. It's Delap, Al-Hamidi, who's now away on loan, and Hurst, who's now off the pitch, have also taken penalties this season for them. So Sam Morsey for Ipswich Town, facing Latsels. A very, very casual run-up and a very good penalty.
Brilliant penalty, just slows his run down, looked like he's side-footing into the goalkeeper's left, recognises he goes that way, just closes the foot into the opposite corner.
Gibbs White. Facing Palmer. Morgan Gibbs White, who took and scored the second penalty in the 4th round win against Exeter City. Beautifully done.
time on the approach, wasn't affected by the noise of the crowd, settled himself. The keeper goes the right way, just evades his reach.
Must be mentally strong to allow yourself to take that long pause. Here comes still out. Like Chris Wood, has a 100% record from penalty kicks this season. This to make it 2-2. And he does. Not much doubt about that one.
It's a brilliant penalty. Just like Wood, picked that spot, hit through it.
Was considerably calmer than that Ipswich fan. He enjoyed it. Elliot Anderson is coming forward. This is the exact same sequence as took at Exeter. Wood, Gibbs White, Anderson. If they stick to it, then Nico Williams will be taking the next one. Anderson against Palmer. Oh, another good penalty. High quality penalty kicks.
He's actually gone the right way on so many of them and is at full stretch. So all these penalties would have to be right in the corner to beat him, and they have been.
For Ipswich Town. The pressure builds, of course. With each penalty that goes in, the next taker just has that pressure ramp up a notch, as if it wasn't enough already. Kayusta seems to be in a hurry and puts it in the net. It's 3-3. Here he comes, Nico Williams. Three from three so far, Nottingham Forest. Nico Williams now. Deep breath, puff of the cheeks. It'll be right-footed. And it's in.
The penalties have been so high. It's the type of technique, execution that we often see him taking free kicks.
So 4-3 Forest, and Johnson is next. Johnson into the net. 4 each. Well, now we are effectively in sudden death. Forest didn't take a 5th penalty against Exeter in round 4. They didn't need to. Hudson-Odoi is going to take this one, though. Callum Hudson-Odoi for Nottingham Forest. Alex Palmer for Ipswich. Hudson-Odoi scores.
Pressure's on. Just looks at the goalkeeper. Wants him to commit. Spins it out of a corner. The
struggled to get into the game, particularly in the first half. Taylor, this is a big moment for him, because this is to keep them in the cup. A player who's played in all 5 top leagues in English football, and it's saved! And Nottingham Forest are into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. With the save. You have to feel for Taylor. He is the only man to err from the penalty spot. The last of 10 is the first to be saved, and it's Nottingham Forest who go to Brighton and Hove Albion in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Sells the hero.